Hey guys, just gonna put my microphone on. Thanks for joining me tonight. So today I am making a Thanksgiving centerpiece with you guys. I have a group workshop tomorrow night, but not everybody can make it. And actually we're full. So I ended up making some kits for some of my lovely customers and they're gonna build it at home. So I'm just doing my video here. So if you are one of my awesome customers that's doing a kit with us, then follow along. Feel free to pause it as needed. You have everything you need to make this arrangement tonight for Thanksgiving, and let's do it. So you're gonna have a brick of foam that's gonna fit into your slate container. I'm just gonna cut it to size. So you guys will have one that has 2 bricks together. And then you're just gonna drop it right on top of the water. And when it sinks, then it's ready to go. And then hopefully you guys have some clippers at home. If not, you're welcome to borrow some from me. And I'll put all the list of the ingredients for everybody else that's not doing the kit at home with us from Floral. And what I did is I put together these kits with all the flowers we're gonna be using. And then we have a couple other little add-ons after too. Don't wanna forget, I have a little wooden flower I need as well. So it's just soaking. This is the Max Life Floral Foam. I have a bucket full of water that has flower food in it already. It's like lukewarm and it's almost ready. How is everybody tonight? Hopefully you're doing great. I know you're gonna make some awesome arrangements. Yeah, I had these earbuds. I got them for Christmas like 2 years ago, but I barely ever use them. But I find when I'm doing videos, it actually, the sound comes out a lot better. So as I'm going, I will go kind of fast probably. I don't want to make you guys wait too long, but feel free to pause it as you go, just to keep the same pace with me. Or if you're not keeping the pace with me, to slow it down for you guys. Just enjoy yourself, grab yourself a glass of wine or some coffee, some snacks. Okay, mine is fully underwater now. So it's really heavy, so it's nice and full of water. So I'm just gonna stick it right into my container. And I'll get the bucket out of the way. So with the centerpiece, typically what you would do is what you do to one side, you're gonna do to the other side. This one we're gonna do a little bit more modern, so feel free to adapt it to your style and your preference. What we're going to start with is our leather leaf. We're gonna green it first. So on your leaf, you're gonna see it's almost like a Y shape, and then you have your stem going through it. What I always do with centerpieces, this is actually like a nice size one, but if you were to just cut right above the Y, so you still have your Y shape, and cut it down a little bit, and then you're just gonna go in on the side on an angle and put it in there just to give it a little bit of an outline and shape. And then my top piece, I'm gonna just put a little bit forward into the foam as well. And then I'm gonna do it again. This one doesn't quite have a Y, but I'm still gonna cut off that bottom one. Leave it about 2-3 inches of stem so you can get it right into the foam, into the water. And then again, same thing for the front one. And then I'm gonna go in with my next leather leaf, do the same thing, cut off that bottom Y, just so we're getting 2 pieces out of all of these stems. And I'm going to put this one in the front. And I'm gonna put this taller one just in the back here. I'll build it backwards so you guys can watch me do it. And maybe I'll do it on here. My lazy Susan. So then right now we're just getting all the corners of the front and back done. Feel free to do it however you like. This is just a guided part for you to follow along with me. This is your Floral. This is my stem. I'm probably gonna cut it in half so I get 4 pieces, and I'm just gonna go kind of in between those leather leaf stems that I just did. So this part I am doing what you do to one side, you're doing to the other. They're just opposites. And I'm gonna cut it in half. If you guys like them nice and long, you're welcome to keep them long. I try to be really fair with the kits too, like get them all even, but One of your friends might have a little bit more than you. Okay, and then this foliage has lots of little stems, so I'm just gonna cut it down a little bit shorter and kind of place it in, still going in on an angle on each side. Maybe one right in the middle. And I think this really nice piece, I'm just gonna accent in the front so it like drapes down a little bit. So here we are with the greens, looks beautiful. Now for your sunflowers, this is a sock. We all have a habit of pulling it off like this, you can, but typically the rule is you're gonna wanna pull it off from the bottom, because when you're working with chrysanthemums, a lot of the time the head will pop right off and you really don't wanna do that. So these guys will bloom. They're just in their little sock right now. I just got them in today. Now what I'm gonna do, this one's gonna be a little bit more forward facing for the design that I made, but you guys can do, if you wanna do what you do to one side, you do to the other, so it's all the way around, that'll be super beautiful too. So this sunflower, I'm gonna cut kind of short. Now sometimes sunflowers can break when you're pushing them in. I typically like to have my finger like I'm holding it like a pencil and get it really close to the oasis and slowly push it in. If you do that, that's not going anywhere. But if you do feel uncomfortable with that, you don't need this length. You can cut it in half and use this as a poker stick. So this is kind of the trick we do when we're using sunflowers in oasis. So I have one off to the right, and I'm gonna do one a little bit off to an angle in the back. I'm gonna use my poker stick first. Then I'm gonna measure how tall I want it, go a little bit taller than the front one, and put it right in the back there. So that's how I'm gonna design this one. And I'm gonna come on in with my solidago. Now it would look really nice as a tall one, or again, you can cut it in half and have two pieces. So that's what I'm gonna do. I cut it in half, I have two. So this one is not perfect, but nobody's gonna see that part where I cut. I will put it right up tall in the back. And I will put this really pretty little piece right here in the front. So right now, still what we're doing to one side, we're doing to the other side, but they're opposites. And it's not gonna be all the way around. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is what we do. I'm gonna come in with my chrysanthemum because he's also a mass flower, and I'm gonna put him right beside the front sunflower. Now this is the one where you're gonna want to take off from the bottom. As much as you wanna pull it off from the top, please don't, because a lot of the time the heads will break off. I'm just gonna move this solidago over just a touch. Okay, and then I'm gonna want him about this height, because I want him right next down by the sunflower. You'll see that I just took off the side leaves off it, so it's already coming along. I'm gonna come in with my roses. Now, so when you look at it, where do you want to place one? I'm probably gonna go one up taller by the tall solidago, one on the side, but just see where you would like to put them. Now with roses, you only have 7 seconds and cut it, so kind of measure where you want it, cut it, and get it right in. Because if you wait too long, it can get an air bubble up the stem and then it won't be able to physically drink up the water. So cut it, get it right in. Now you can always cut it down shorter, but if you cut it too short, you can't add the length, right? So see where you want it, measure it, cut it, and get it right in. Looking beautiful. Oh, I forgot I had a little tree fern too. So again, I'm just gonna cut it in half so I have 2 pieces. It's just gonna act as like a filler flower. Just wherever you feel you needed a little wispiness. And we have an Astromeria. This one's purple, so for the kits, they might be yellow. That's what I wanted, but my yellows didn't come in today, so I'm gonna put a purple. But I think the purple will look really nice with that rusty mom. So cut it. No big rule on how long it's gonna be out of water for with this one. It's not really a fussy flower. Now for a line flower, I did choose eucalyptus. This would be really nice, beautifully and long, but I kind of want to cut it a little bit, so I'm going to have this little tiny short one. With eucalyptus, you're going to grab the leaves and just pull them all the way down. They're a little bit sticky, but they smell so good. Just gonna stick it up here to draw our eye up. So that mom is drawing her eye down, and then this eucalyptus is gonna draw her eye up. And same thing with this craspedia. Now you can put it wherever you want, but give it a little bit of negative space, so keep it a little bit longer. I'm just gonna pull it off to the side a little bit. So every arrangement's a little bit different, but when you're working with the same supplies, it's always gonna turn out a little bit different. But so this I just got in today from Holland. It's called Euphorbia. So I have lots of stems, so I did grab this for our workshop. I'm gonna cut it. It's my filler flower, so I'm gonna put it right between all of my accent focal flowers, or it's gonna accent my focal flowers. And then we have another one. I just think it's so pretty. It comes in all different colors, or quite a few different colors, but I wanted orange for Thanksgiving. Okay, so just with a filler flower, you're kind of just looking for holes to fill with it. That's kind of their job. And then same thing with your palm mums. These ones I chose, they're like little daisies, but they look like a mini sunflower. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go in and see where it would look nice with the little daisy there. Make sure you put some on the back too, because if it is in the middle of your table, you wanna make sure the people sitting on the other side have something to look at too. And that's typically why we would do an all-around one, but I really like the look of this modern type design. And I love this container. I use it often. Okay, so all I'm doing here is I'm filling the little spaces. This guy should be pretty long laster too. There's a lot of long lasting flowers in here. And your roses are nice and tight because I just got them. Okay, so I'm glad I did this right now because it actually looks like I could use another piece of leather leaf. So I'm going to get us one more piece into these kits. When I went to floral school, my teacher was always like, you cannot show your mechanics. So I just cut it in half again, and I'm just going to make sure all that foam is covered in the back side. Excuse me. Okay. So there's the design so far. And now we're gonna add all of our little accents on. Oh, my little piece of eucalyptus on. Okay, so here we are, loving it, loving it, loving it. And then we're gonna add our little accents. So I have a little wooden flower. Just see where we're gonna wanna put it. I always hang on to these because I use them for something else. So hang on to yours. I'll poke it up here. And then I have these cute little mushrooms. So with this piece that we just cut off, I could probably just poke it in. Maybe I'll cut it in half. I did it on an angle, so one of them's a little bit pokier. I love adding little things in, just like cats do it. Here's my little mushroom. I have a little leaf here. Maybe we'll tuck it over. I'm gonna put it back here. And then I have a couple pieces of natural wheat. Those are going to be kind of like your line looking up as well. So keep them a little bit higher. Just be careful though when you're like looking over the table because they are quite pokey. Okay, now last but excuse me, Last but not least, we are going to put our pumpkin in. In my demo picture for online, I put it down here, but I think I might have mine up higher this time. So group workshops are fun because we always love getting together and doing them together, but they're also neat because you learn a little bit too. And I just like being with you guys. So there you have it. There's our centerpiece. I'll take a picture up close of it too. And then, yeah, just have fun with it. The main thing is you're gonna wanna have your focal flower lower, and you're gonna wanna have your greens all the way around the outside so it covers your pot and you don't see your foam. But there's no real rule like there is, but like just have fun with it. It's Thanksgiving. Enjoy your flowers, enjoy your friends, enjoy your family. Thank you for asking me to make you up kits, and send me pictures because I want to see. And if you didn't get a kit and you're just doing this on your own, I hope that was easy for you to follow. Sorry, I had to stop there for a second. And yeah, so this is Thanksgiving table centerpiece. More modern style because it's not even, because the backside is a little more bare. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for asking for a kit for my lovely customers that joined in with us. Okay, take care. Happy Thanksgiving.